And we'll see what happens there. Okay, so that's not too bad. Oh, I just noticed that for whatever reason we're making, or I suppose this will be uploaded as a different video compared to the previous part. Yeah, something cut off my recording. Yeah, I've been having some problems with video drivers like that. It wouldn't alt-tab me out of the game, but I don't know what happens. It goes to black screen and kind of pops to desktop, but I guess it counts as it, so either way that kind of cuts off recording. In that case, I suppose we'll finish the battle, which should be fairly soon, and we'll do tutorial mission 4 as well here. Or, you know, part of that tutorial 4, assuming that, you know, the problem kind of happens again. Either way, things are, or, you know, it should be fine. Right, so let's see. This area is gonna break. This area might not break. Put down a volley like that. See whether or not we have any shots. Nope. Okay. So 2 units over here flanking this one. That should disappear real fast. They still have double the amount of combat power that we do right over here. So we'll try to wait on it, and we'll turn to face them. See what we can do. And it looks like over here they have retreated a portion of their forces. And okay, so our cavalry is still routed over here. This battle is still finishing up. And by, yeah, you know what, that is actually all the movements we can do. So, okay, so currently as it stands, their center should break very, very soon. We have that isolated for the most part out of everything else. Yeah, there we go. So it's just that one square left, and I'm guessing with all of its fleeing, you know, comrades, hopefully that will speed things up for us. And for the most part, our cavalry on the flanks here, despite being fragmented and all, they're still holding up pretty well. So again, a pretty good thing for us. And it looks like we have fire superiority over these people as well. So perfect. Losses are mounting up for them. That's the 4th breakage now. So very good. Taking some residual damage there. Okay, so let's see. They are at 52%. If we can break these 2 last units, I think we should be good. Over here, I'm going to make a charge. And as it currently stands, my Pike and Shot square is yeah, fragmenting them, so that's even better. I was gonna say that the Pike and Shot square covers the cavalry in their charge, but that works too. Over here, the veteran horse unit is just taking a pummeling. They should disappear in due time. Okay, so over here we can mop around, fire at them. I'm not really sure how many reactionary shots these people have, so yeah, I am able to move up. Fire a point blank range type of shot. And turn again, fire on their flanks. And, you know, do some harassment there. So yeah, I think right at this melee phase, we should see some breakage, and ideally that'll be the end of the map. Ah, would you look at that? One troop dispersed, and they, they sink into the ground, I guess. Right, so that's that. Our cavalry's still holding. I'm really surprised that these cuirassiers are still holding up, despite, you know, being fragmented at all, but nevertheless, that's really good for us. Auto brakes, okay. Oh, would you look at that? So that is the end of the mission here. So not bad at all. Taking a look at our losses here. We only lost, yeah, 300 people. No, that's only for the wounded. 400 for wounded, 600, call it 600 in total. So not bad out of an initial strength of 5,000 some. And they took a lot of wounded, a lot of captured as well. So pretty good. Right, so it is time now for the last tutorial from the looks of it. I was under the impression that there were 5. So let's see, this is going to be, from the looks of it, a skirmish battle. So fairly interesting. We'll see how this pans out. Right, so let's see. The enemy foot are more numerous than ours and organized in large circles and pike with their supporting shot. It would not be wise to charge them without horse except for in the rear or at least disrupted. Their formations, however, will be disordered by the woods. Our musketeers are dispersed in formation, ideal for skirmishing and for cover. If charged, they will attempt to evade the charge. If they outdistance the charge, they will come to no harm. Let's see. Okay. So we're playing a different country this time. We're actually fighting, well, you know, the HRE from the looks of it. So let's see. Would you look at that? We'll be able to play with a light horse as well as these skirmishers. Though we do have a bit of an outdated portion of kind of, you know, armored hussars, Transylvania boyars over here with lances. So decent against some other things, but yeah, a disadvantage against the cuirassiers. So let's see, what can we spend our points on? We can spend them on hussars or the other hard type of hussars. One is light foot, or one is light horse, the other one is a regular horse. Let's see. So the light factor will be fairly useful in that it makes things a bit easier for us to deal with, especially with all the forest present in this map. But the other one has definitely more combat power than this one. So in that case, I think we'll go with the light hussars, and we'll start some things like that. Alright, so another generic message. Let's see what we can do here. These people are moderately disordered by the terrain. Okay. Yeah. I think we've already seen all of their troops. So I'm guessing this battle, you know, they more or less want to fight in open ground right over here. And looking into that, we only have cavalry and light units. So this'll be an exercise in, yeah, truly kind of harassing these massive territorial squares. So yeah, that'll be that. Right. So we're better at evasion than anything. These muskets have, you know, not too many people, not too much combat power, but at the same time, let's take a look at how well they can do here. So yeah, these guys are definitely not suited for open terrain, but if we're able to stick to the woods here, force them, draw them into a fight. Uh-oh. It's gonna move them back in. But as I was saying, draw them into a fight. We should be able to come out on top. So there. I've gotten all of our groups organized so that they will be able to open up fire. Like that. Taking a look at these hussars over here. They can, okay, so yeah, they can evade enemy charges. And they can shoot at a range of 2. They also have a pistol for melee, which puts them on par with the cuirassiers, but the cuirassiers having that additional armor makes it slightly harder to truly put some fire onto them. Right, so in that case, we'll come in. We'll try to use their abilities here in the fact that they're evasive in terms of melee, and we'll try our best to keep them, or try to keep the enemies back like that. In the meantime, I suppose I'll get the rest of this troop moved up like that, and we'll see how things go. Oh, and that's right. Our skirmishers here, they should have a bonus for a certain defense value that makes them really, really difficult to get rid of. Or not get rid of, but should make them take less damage. That's what I meant. So that is pretty good. In that case, we'll get the skirmishers to just continue to pepper whatever they see, really. Same deal over here. And okay, so from the looks of it, we'll... This group over here is like our hussars towards the north. Yeah, these guys over here, they would be isolated if these cuirassiers and things turn to charge them. I wouldn't be able to, say for example, enact a flanking attack from here. So either way, we'll have to get rid of the tier hole squares first. But luckily, the frontage here, I would say the frontage is a bit low for them to be able to successfully use their cavalry. So hopefully, so long as we... Now the thing is that I don't really know if we should pull back into the forests or whether or not we're fine, kind of staying on the sidelines here. So in that case, we'll try some things out. But the main thing is that, yeah, stick to the edge of the forests. Keep poking on their lines. 31 losses, that's not bad. And again, just kind of focusing fire. And now, we could try to engage these people in melee. And we should be able to do some more damage to the lightly armored Akribuzus over here. So try to follow this up as best as we can. In the meantime, however, not really sure what we should do over here. Yeah, but my guess the cavalry will be more difficult to get rid of. And right, so taking a look at these hussars again, they don't have any armor. They soften up the enemy from a distance with their carbines, I know. So, let's see. Taking a look at these armored hussars, they are just cavalry. Hussars are cavalry over here. Is it? Okay, so there's a difference between these and these. There's a light horse, and then there's cavalry hussars. And okay, so from the looks of it, the two, have about the same combat power in terms of range, but a bit less in terms of, well, actually a lot less in terms of melee combat. Let's see. I really don't want to close in on them too much, but I suppose I'll advance this one group, see whether or not we can get any reactionary shots onto the tier hole lines here. Okay, so it looks like... Yeah, so it looks like staying at the edge of the woods is fine. That alone will be able to hold back the swarm of cavalry over here. So that is very useful to know. Okay, there we go. We got our first disruption going on. So if we can follow that up, preferably with some something on these melee lines, I think at that point is kind of when we'll be able to call victory during the day. Let's see for now whether or not we can panic some of these troops. Let's see. I'm gonna move first here because I want to figure out whether or not I want to put, say, shots into the cavalry versus the Tirho line. From the looks of it, I mean, I could, really doesn't matter. I could put 3 of these hussars on one unit either way. Ultimately, a lot of the power is in the cuirassiers, but at the same time, with kind of where they are right now, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I mean, just simply because they won't be able to turn for at least a turn. We do have some time. So I think we'll focus on infantry there. I'm going to try to focus on a few of the cuirassiers. It doesn't look like we'd cause any more damage than otherwise, so that's fine. Ooh. Yikes, that was a really far charge for those cuirassiers. Right, so again, I think the general idea is to just kind of contain these as best as we can. Come on, I really want some disruptions. Still nothing though. So let's see. We still need to disrupt them. Have one unit. I mean, I could issue the charge. That would really, do some damage there. But let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Suppose I can put some fire down there, like that, and then get my my other troops to pull back over here. Honestly, a charge against the their cavalry, their light cavalry wouldn't be bad. At the same time, let's see. Yeah, that is an absurdly high chance of losing. There is no chance of winning against that charge. Suppose we can continue to put down some fire using our own hussars. See whether or not we can kind of soften up these troops enough. There we go. That's what I want to see. Nope. Discussion. Yeah. No. No disruption this time, but they're down 100 men out of 250, so that's not too bad either. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to charge that unit anyway, so that's fine if they rally a little bit. Okay. Okay, so there we go. We got a disruption this time. So there, ideally with a rear attack, we will be able to win there. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do some damage there. Over here, these two units will have some difficulties. I guess in that case we'll be able to, or we can open up on that. Hit this unit, fragmented some hussars, that is what I'd like to see. And right, so over here, let's grab some fire on that. If I can disrupt that, that'll be good. Put some more fire on these cuirassiers to keep them disrupted. Over here, just go right next to them, fire at them, try to disrupt them like that. And still, I'm guessing the AI is just kind of programmed not to churn at this point. We'll continue putting them some fire like that. So taking a look at their troops, this is at, roughly, I want to say 60% strength, where actually more so like 50, so that's pretty good. Over here, these Hussars are taking massive losses. They'll do their thing, I suppose, is one way to put it. So that's that. These cuirassiers have taken enough losses that our Transylvanian boyars will be able to catch them off guard, but I would like to put down some more fire first. And right over here, if I send in the armored Hussars next time, that would be good. These Hussars, you know what, the frontage here is just so bad that can't do too much. If that fragmented them, I would have charged, but since it did not, we'll keep it at bay. Okay, so not bad. Right, so even if they did rally right here, that is still fine. We're not rallied, but turned to face us is still pretty good. Yikes, those cuirassiers. They're still doing full damage. Okay, ideally, yeah, in that residual phase, we ideally would put down more damage. Okay, route them like that. Perfect, that fragments another portion. Hopefully this Hussar unit lasts one more turn. That would be really, really good in my books. Okay, that hits, oh, that's pretty good. So pretty good auto charge there. Once we, you know what, I'm gonna close off here using the regular Hussars, not the armored ones, seeing as how we need to spare them for the future. So that locks up all of that, and that should finish up a good portion of their cavalry. Get these guys to turn around. Lay down some fire over there. Try to help them out. And now over here, let's see. So we still have a lot of our cavalry force in the middle of the map here. And what can I do here? I'm gonna put some fire on this Tirho square. Try to keep them back. And now let's see, what can I do? So we're charging over here. This is a flanking attack, so that is pretty good. That was a nice volley. Okay, so in that case, I think we'll have to advance here. Try to disrupt this square right over here. Nothing so far, but we'll see. Continuing to check up on that. And again, just kind of really focusing on the flanking attacks here. There we go. That puts, let's see. So these two units are effectively gone. This one is effectively gone once we make the Hussar charge. If this Hussar unit down to half strength, really. We're slightly higher than half strength. Can hold for exactly kind of one more turn. I think we can switch things around on this flank. Everywhere else is fine. But damn, really wished we had some more rifles. Is the main thing there. So there we go. That's not good. Okay, so still a lot of their forces on the side have been broken. Might be able to do a flank attack. Or no, never mind. Won't be able to do a flanking attack over there. Let's see, what about over here? Can I do anything? So what I could do is I could come in and like hit this and deal some damage. Yeah, I think a rear attack is much needed right here. So that turns out pretty well. That'll do its thing. Over here we can turn and fire. And I think we'll get these two skirmishers to pull in and to put down whatever they can right there. Over here, we could commence to another flanking charge, which wouldn't be bad. I think what determines whether or not is what we can do against that unit right here. So, in the meantime, let's see. You know what? We'll advance the skirmish line. And exactly no breakages all alongst here. Okay. I mean, one thing that we could do is possibly charge in from the side here, if we had, yeah. Like that. But then again, we don't have enough points. To charge here, I think, would be the right idea. Or I guess not. Yeah, they're facing this way. That should have been a rear charge. Either way, that would have really helped, but they're still disrupted, so that's fine. In that case, I don't think we can do much. Okay, that's pretty good. Hopefully we'll be able to make the turn right over here. Let's see. Okay, and good. Charge still went through. That sucks. Okay, well, let's take a look at the percentages here. They're at 49, we are at, well, 19. Oh, we are no longer at 19. Okay, let's see what we can do then in that case. So still, I mean, they have the vast majority of their stuff right here. Full view and all. Suppose if we can get some really good hits right there. That would have been quite nice. In that case, let's see what we can do. So we were able to fragment that unit. That would have been really nice. But it would also be nice if we had the cavalry there available, but, you know. That, I suppose, doesn't go our way. In this area right over here, we could turn to face them, but either way, I think we're in a pretty bad position right here. Luckily, they are disrupted, or they're minorly disordered from, I would imagine, moving from the map edge and all, so that is good for us. 31 fragmented, perfect. Okay, so at least this worked out pretty well. And in that case, we might be able to meet these cuirassiers from behind. That would be also pretty good. Okay, so this match has been going, yep, back and forth over here. Should have turned this unit of boyars, but either way, with 3 units facing this unit of cuirassiers, that should be the last of them. Alright, so long as they don't break this time around, fragmented but not broken, things will be good. Right. Yeah, this match has gone really just back and forth over here. So ideally I'll be able to... Nope, can't fire at them anymore. Oh crap, damn, that blocks our path. Yeah, no, there is no undo button. Right, in that case, you know what? Right, so in that case, ideally we'll be able to charge them next turn. Over here we'll put some fire on them, and yeah, I guess wait it out. They only have that 1 unit of cuirassiers left, so at the very least, so long as something good happens there, everything should be good. The rest we can whittle away. Okay, so either way there, cuirassier breaks. And again, this match has been just going back and forth over here. I suppose we'll try to relieve our boyars over here as best as we can. Try again with another charge here. Slightly advantaged, okay. Try to keep it like that. Right, and they're literally 1% away from breaking here. Put some more fire on them. Let's see whether or not we can claw the flanks of one of these infantry squares here. Okay, so that's working out pretty well. These units are back. Get another hussars. Should be able to lock up with their infantry pretty well. Melee's holding, so that's not too bad. Lots of units are being dispersed. Haven't seen that before. Okay. This is pretty nice to see, getting some more dispersion going on. Let's see whether or not we can do something similar with one of these squares. All we need to do is just get rid of one of these, and then that should be it. And they're taking massive losses at the time being. Over here, these guys are disrupted. I won't charge using them, but I do want to get something behind their line. And I want to set up for something later on. Over here we can fire, we can... you know, we'll charge that. Sure. Fragment that. That's good. And perfect. So that is the breakage that we'd like to see. Ah, even better. Well, it looks like there's some, you know, poor stranded infantry in the middle of this field. After that, that'll be all. Right, well, there we go. That wraps up the tutorial for the series. So let's take a look at what has happened here. So overall, again, pretty bad losses for them this time, and they have, you know, vastly more numbers as well. So overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial series. I don't know whether or not we will perhaps do any more Pike and Shot, but well, we'll see.